have you with us from Warren P. McGurk Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the UMASS Minutemen. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Reese?
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The run inside. It's rainy. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for running room. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Got him quickly. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the option. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Working the ground game. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's something you're always worried about, the first drive. Play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshmen settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career, there's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
Working that left side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. UMass quickly back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll ride him again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Minutemen needing just a few inches to convert on third down. Plows his way ahead. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They'll go with Washington. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work. From the gun, tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Left side is Pickett. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's McKinney. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Find some room. Touchdown, Minutemen. The defense putting points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. 2nd and long here. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Slings it downfield. Right side, it's Moses. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's McKinney. Right on target this time. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. From deep, it's Smith. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The UMASS offense returns to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the Heat. On the move and looking deep. He's got it down the right side. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And these running backs, they practice with receivers now. They're running routes all the time, and you see, they give him the football out in space. He knows exactly how to run routes and how to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Might as well run him again. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Now back up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Moving the pocket, it's McKinney. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Drops back on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Branch. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Maybe tried to baby that one in there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Under pressure.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
Got it near midfield. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Trying to establish the run. Quick spin on the run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd and long here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Finds his target. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback keep. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Moves the pocket. It's Prince. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Touchdown, Sacramento State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about that play by this defense, reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Fielded in the end zone, it's Faulkner. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Yeah, and I don't consider that really a drop. That's a contested catch he could have made, but nice defense. His body right there on the wide receiver so he could feel it. Receiver, you know, it hit his hands. He could have pulled.
He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He lets one fly deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on second down. Makes the grab. It's Pickett. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Finds his man, and he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to pass, it's McKinney. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Third and long right here. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out going for it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Faulkner. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Here we go. Ready? 1, go, go.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at 15-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. It's a draw. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. To the air, it's Prince. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Hand it to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rush right in his face. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
And here comes the punt team. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Hand off from the shotgun.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rush is on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Prince. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Rogers. Running free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Minutemen. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2. The lead into halftime and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Sacramento State sideline, one of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing? Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. Got a man in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're all over it. Caught. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. They don't need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Sees a crease. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, UMass. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Back to pass, it's Prince. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Look out! Out wide left, it's Moses. Runs through a man, bounces over the top. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Faulkner. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Crosses the 30. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Hard running there. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. UMASS comes to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run it. All over him immediately.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. UMass will line up to punt it away.
Number 43 on to punt it away.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Quick give. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's McKinney. Hauls it in. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off for Brown. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the grab. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Right down the gut of the field. He takes it in. Touchdown, UMASS.
And what can you say about how good and how opportunistic this defense has been? That now their 2nd pick 6 in this game, and we know every single week they pride themselves on taking the football away. And they thought coming into this one, this quarterback might give them a couple, and they have made him pay. They have been lights out on the defensive side of the ball.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to throw, it's McKinney. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. A little midweek action to keep you going. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking down the middle. Just barely got rid of it. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And he gets rid of it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Makes the grab on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing.
Lots of running room. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the 4th quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. They'll go back to work with the 1st down in the final period. Keeps it on the ground. They've got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The UMASS offense returns to the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
On play action. On the run, fires downfield. Turning on the Jets. The 40. At the 30. He's at the touchdown. Minutemen. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Second and long here. Looking for a man. It's McKinney. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Throwing right. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Turns up, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Minutemen! A great catch and run for 6. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Long way to go on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, UMASS. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. Give to the back. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, UMASS. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to